What's up, everyone? Oh, oops, sorry. It's your host, Ghost, coming to you live with another wonderful video. What the fuck? Okay, well, apparently the thing broke. Oh, man. There we go. Oh, man, how is everyone doing? I'm doing reasonably well. I'm exhausted, as always. I'm always exhausted, so, no surprise there. Right? Just had to pop out my chat just in case someone wants to say something. Oh, all right. All right. Anyways, wonderful per usual. Hope everyone else is wonderful. All right, so we got a couple topics to talk about, maybe some more depending on what time. Um, so what I plan to talk about is Jonah Hill and his relationship that's been brought to light. A Treasury secretary that embarrassed the fuck out of us to the Chinese delegation, and some trans stuff, just some videos on trans stuff. One of a father talking about his experience, his kid's experience, really, with their doctor and how pissed off he is about it. And then a swimsuit model that is ugly as fuck, honestly. Like goddamn. One ugly fucking whatever. Anyways, we'll talk about those few things, maybe a little more. I got a few other things popped up, and if I feel like going over it, or if we have time, that's what we'll do. So, without further ado, let's get started. First thing we're going to talk about is Jonah Hill. This is TMZ, very reputable news source. So, Jonah Hill's alleged girlfriend posts his alleged text, or sorry, Jonah Hill's ex-girlfriend posts his alleged text, blasts him as misogynist. I bet you can't even define misogynist. A lot of people, well, a lot of women. No, shoot, hold on. Forgot something very important. A banner, very important. A lot of people, every time they'll call someone a misogynist, and then can't even define that word. So I get wow. So this is his ex-girlfriend. That's Jonah Hill. My girlfriend's not that cute. Do better. Jonah Hill's alleged dirty laundry is getting aired out by an ex who posts what she claims are old texts from him and paint him as a toxic partner. Surf instructor Sarah Brady, JH, former flame of about a year from back in 2021, is dragging the actor publicly on her Instagram account. She's not holding back anything in her repudiation of him as an alleged misogynistic narcissist, as she puts it herself. Okay, so here's the first one. Right here. We won't get into the second one just because I have a blow up of that, so we'll get into that in a second. All right, literally just say hello and leave the convo. I love how our therapist thinks I suck. I literally am the best boyfriend on earth. That's, I guess, one of his texts. Sarah has thrown up several text messages that she attributes to Jonah, and if they're to be believed, it appears he was often concerned about her posting photos of herself. You can hop on her IG for yourself to see the characterization she's putting out, but bottom line, it doesn't make Jonah look good at all. Okay. Sarah suggests Jonah was manipulative and controlling in their relationship and hurled even more accusations. Okay, well, since there's a lot of shit, we're gonna go. Okay, so we're gonna go. Well, I guess I didn't really need to do that. Let's see how that picture is. Well, I guess it's all right. I could probably use it. Whatever. Okay. Sorry. Just deciding how I want to do this, but I think I'll just do it this way. No, we don't have to deal with that. All right. So here is his apparent Texas. And it goes as following. And then we'll go over what I think about this stuff. Plain and simple. If you need surfing with men, boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men, to model, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures, friendship with women who are in unstable places, from your wild recent past beyond getting lunch or coffee or something respectful, I am not the right partner for you. If these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it, and there are no hard feelings. These are my boundaries for romantic partnership, my boundaries with you based on the ways these actions have hurt our trust. Okay, so this is how I became aware of it, was this in this text on Twitter. So I think we'll go over it and we'll talk about how none of this is bad. Well, maybe one is confused. Anyways, we'll talk about this. So we're gonna start with the bottom one. It's the easiest. Friendships with women who are in unstable places, and from your wild recent past beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful. Now, I don't understand how this could possibly be bad for, someone to say, "Hey, I don't want you to do this." Here's why. The women he's describing are generally bad women because, they're obviously unstable. Unstable can be a variety of things, like probably more than likely they're single and they like to go out, and they hose, like they probably have a very high body count. These are probably the women that he's talking about. Hey, I don't want you to be friends with anymore. It says nothing about women in relationships, nothing about married women or anything like that. It's probably more than likely single fucking women. It's single fucking women that like to go out, go to the club, go party, and all that stuff, and are a general bad influence. And women are followers, so he doesn't want her to be with women that might follow her, that might cause her to follow them into a bad situation. There's nothing wrong with saying, "Hey, I don't want you to hang out with your unstable friends," because unstable friends are terrible for you, for men and women, mostly women, but All right, the next one: to post sexual pictures. Look, I don't understand what it is nowadays. The need for women to just have to post sexual pictures of themselves, like everywhere. Like, I get it. It's so they can get attention from men. I don't care what any of them say. It's 100%. The reason is 100% to get attention from men. Okay, that's pretty much the only way they do it. Now, how do I know this? Now, look, can I guarantee 100% that's why they do it? No, but I can probably guarantee a majority do. Okay. Majority of them do it so they can get attention from men. If a majority of women didn't get hundreds of thousands of millions of billions, whatever, of likes, comments, retweets, or whatever, shares, whatever, from men, they wouldn't post sexual pictures at all. Because why would they? There's no reason to do it. There's no reason to do it except for the attentions of men. Now, I'm sure some people are wondering, well, why is that bad? What's wrong with a woman wanting attention from? There's nothing wrong with it, except when you're in a committed relationship. It's disrespectful to the man you have committed yourself to. Especially if they're a celebrity and you're just some average surfer chick. I don't really like. I know Jonah Hill. Know a lot about Jonah Hill. Never heard of Sarah Brady until now. Never heard of her. Not till now. So, what sexual pictures are generally, pretty much, really, are advertisements to other men that you are available. That's how men think of sexual pictures. Well, most pictures that are, whatever. That's how men generally, especially sexual pictures. That's how men generally think. You post a sexual picture, and sexual picture doesn't necessarily have to be. Oh, sorry. Doesn't necessarily have to be, a picture of her butt ass naked or anything. It's just like a picture that's like, she poses in a way that accentuates, her figure, or, shows off her ass, her tits, or something like that. And, even if she's fully clothed, but, we all know what the sexual pictures he's talking about are. We've all seen it. If you have an Instagram, you got Twitter. We all know what the fuck you're talking about. All right. Sorry. I lost my train of thought. We all know what the sexual pictures are. That's the last thing I was saying. So, for a man to be like, hey, I don't want you to do this anymore now that you're in a relationship with me, it's a valid fucking reason to be, to say, like, hey, this is a boundary. Don't cross it. Don't put sexy pictures of yourself on the internet while you're with me. You make me look crazy. And what women don't understand is, as a man, if your woman's going out and advertising herself, and that's what sexy pictures are, advertising themselves, it makes you look crazy as a man. It hurts your, especially with a celebrity like well, maybe not like Jonah because it's Hollywood, but it makes you look crazy. That people think like, yo, why is this dude letting his girl post sexy pictures of her being available on the internet? It makes us look crazy that we're allowing this and that we're with someone that thinks it's okay to do. It makes us look crazy. It hurts our reputation, our status. And men's status is very important to them because men's status is what gives us, when we reach a certain level, our status lets us, opens doors for us, helps with business deals, etc., etc. So our status is very important. And when you post sexy pictures on the internet, that's you heard it because we look like crazy. Like, look, you let your woman go and put sexy pictures on the internet. Are you fucking crazy? That's what's wrong with sexy pictures. But women for some reason have this they just have to post sexy pictures or else like the world will collapse for them. Like it's stupid. It's really, really stupid. I really don't get it. Like I know what the reasons for. Oh, sorry. But I don't get it at all. All right. So next one is to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit. Now, a lot of people don't understand this. Well, bathing suit pictures basically like a sexy picture. Because let's be honest, 99% of the time, when a woman posts a bathing suit picture, it's not her standing, surrounded by friends smiling like a normal picture. It's not just a random picture of her, like, on the beach or anything. It's a pose, it's a suggestive pose, it's a sexy picture, but with a bathing suit. All right. Now, I always hear this argument like, well, what's she supposed to wear to the beach? Well, of course she can wear a bathing suit. But there's a difference between being seen, walking around with, a couple hundred people or whatever, on the internet or out in person, where, all they do is see you. It's not burned in forever on anything or like that. It's another thing entirely to post in a bikini in a suggestive way, because that's, like I said, 99% of the time that's what they're doing. That's how they're doing it is they're in some sort of pose, so showing themselves off. But anyways, but there's a entirely separate thing to, it's an entirely separate thing to go ahead and post a picture of yourself in a bikini on the internet, because that's viewed by hundreds of millions of people, or several people, whatever. It's a lot of fucking people. It's like, way more than whoever's at the beach, and it's permanent on the internet. That's why a lot of guys have a problem with the bathing suit picture. To model is the next one, and again, I'm going down from down up. To model. All right. I know some people are like, hey, what's wrong with modeling? What's the big issue? She's making money, blah, 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 blah. Let's be honest. This chick's a surfing instructor. She's not a model. All right. She's probably one of those chicks that say, oh, I model on Instagram. Meaning, I post sexy pictures on Instagram. And, it'd be one thing. And I doubt it is. Now, to be fair, I don't know this chick at all, one bit, but I'm willing to bet that a majority of her followers are men. Okay. So when you model and it's just for men, it's not modeling. Okay. Now, what do I mean by that? It's if the majority of your target audience is men, then you're not modeling. You're not a model or anything like that. You're just selling your body basically. You're even if it's just pictures and stuff, you're just selling your sexuality, because men don't give a fuck about like models and shit, like what clothes you're wearing or some shit like that. We don't give a fuck. We really don't give a fuck. So if we're following you and you're a quote model, it's because you post sexy pictures on your Instagram or whatever. That's why. So I doubt she's actually a real model. She's a surfing instructor. Like Donovan Sharp said it best. Okay. If a woman's targeted audience is mostly women, she's a model. Okay. Because, what do models do? They show off, fashion, clothes, things women may or may not wear, or, whatever. So if she's, her main target audience is women, she's a model. If her main audience target is men, she's a sex worker. Okay. Because now by sex worker, obviously what he means by that isn't, blowing a dude for money or fucking, of course, that's part of it. That's, one aspect of it. But another aspect is if you're selling your body as, is your commodity. So like, if you're showing your body in a picture and then, posing suggestively, and that's it, then you're not a model. You're just selling your sexuality to get like the likes and the comments and all that shit. All right. So that's what I'm willing to bet she is her main audience is men, but she calls herself a model just because she's a thought on the internet. on Instagram. I mean, boundarylessly inappropriate friendships with men. Ladies, 99% of men are not your friends. They just want to fuck you. Okay? I don't know how many ladies I have in my audience. Probably not many. I don't know how many ladies are going to be watching this. Probably not many. But let's just call a spade a spade. 99% of men are not your friends. They just want to fuck you, and they're trying and waiting. They're waiting until that opportunity when you're like, hey, do you wanna? And then they're like, yeah. Okay? If you have male friends, 99% of the time, they're trying to fuck you. Now, I'm probably exaggerating. It's probably more like 90. But let's be honest, it's 99. Men and women, okay, men don't become friends with women generally just because the woman's interesting. All right? What do I mean by that? The man has, on some level, is attracted to you and would fuck you and wants to fuck you, more importantly. So, if that's how it starts, then it's not real. Like, yeah, well, if that's how it starts and that's how it is for, whatever, then it's not a friendship. He's just waiting to try, hopefully get laid by you. That's why a lot of dudes have problem with their women being friends with men. It's just, that's how men, because, men will wait for years and years and years. And then finally, that friend that you've been with, whatever, and then you're finally like, look, let's just shoot our shot. Let's fuck or something like that. That's what the guy's looking for. Is it stupid? Absolutely. But men fucking do it. Surfing with men. All right. This one, I don't know. I mean, I get that one a little bit, but she is a surfing instructor. A lot of her clients are probably going to be dudes. So, all right. Okay. But again, it's not like Jonah Hill cares about her career. Yeah, men don't care about your career or anything like that. So, that's why he's probably saying, like, hey, this isn't okay, even though a lot of your clients is probably men. You can just have female clients and I'll take care of you for whatever. But, I'm sure plenty of you are like, well, it's your job to, teach people surfing instructions. Like, yeah, but you can always have just only female clients. If men are coming to you and trying to work with you, it's because they want to fuck. And, don't be delusional. That's why they're coming. They're like, hey, maybe I could bang this chick. Oh yeah. So, that's all his boundaries. Now, here's the thing. They keep calling him a misogynist, a narcissist or whatever. All this is a man setting his boundaries. And every time a man sets his own boundaries, like, whatever, whenever a man limits a woman's ability to be a hoe, because a lot of this shit she's doing is hoe behavior. Doesn't matter if she's fucking anyone or not. That's basically hoe behavior. You're advertising yourself as being available to other men by doing these things. I don't care what. Well, most of these things, and then or you're putting yourself at risk to do hoe behavior with some of these other things. Anyways. But when men put boundaries on women, it is always met with misogyny, narcissism, insecure, small dick energy, etc., etc. It's always met with shaming language. And why? Because women don't like not being able to be a hoe. I swear to God, that's what it seems like, because they're all of them are going on the internet and putting sexy pictures of themselves on the internet or being friends with men that want to fuck them, or being with single women that'll keep you single or whatever. But I don't know. I don't get it. It just seems like they just want to be a hoe. Mostly because of the Instagram shit. It's all about It's ridiculous. But anyways, when men put boundaries on women, we're terrible human beings. But if a woman put a boundary on a guy, she'd be hailed as a hero. Like, good job, queen. Good job. Tell him what she needs to do. That's how it would end up being. Um, just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. But anyways, so that's the text. Let's go back to the TMZ article. Okay. So here it goes. All right. Nor may I ever want that from my partner and reserve the right, and I am open about it. Let me know. We'll respect you either way, but these are my boundaries of this romantic relationship. Thanks. I love you. I'd love to know before the premiere, so I'm not put in a position that of publicly flaunting our love. If my boundaries are going to continue to disrespect it, that would be hurtful and triggering for me. And then she texted back, understood. Okay, I don't know. All right. Take some accountability and operate with respect. It's that simple because I'm tired of your attitude towards surfing culture that contests that place because I deserve respect. Period. I've been more than patient, and this shit is still here. Fuck that contest. Fuck that place. Fuck not respecting me. Always in every situation within surfing culture, and you don't get it. And you don't get me. It's hurtful and unacceptable. Get it? I don't know if you get it or care or give a shit give a shit about the shit more than me, even after Dr. Stern has said it loud and clear. Dr. Stern is apparently their couples therapist. Here's the thing. This is dumb. Like all this shit, right? All this text right here on the right here is dumb. Just fucking leave her. Just fucking leave her. Go find another chick. Younger and hotter. Just go ahead. A lot of the alleged text she posts appeared to show Jonah as constantly bickering at her over a number of things, whether it's photos of herself surfing, how she handles herself in situations, and even what a therapist she was seeing apparently thought of him. She also blasts his understanding of boundaries and suggests he often gaslights her to keep her under his thumb. By the way, the two would hit public events together and were photographed as a pair a handful of times. The fuck? It's a dumb thing. That's what makes his even uglier now. She's even throwing the word abusive to describe that. Another thing, whenever you put it, boundaries on women, you're controlling, you're abusive, whatever. Although in a screenshot of a DM she posted, she made it clear the alleged abuse she's claiming with a Jonah was emotional, not physical. I hope so she, I guess, posted this on her story. I hope my ex has a daughter. Maybe she'll turn him into a real feminist because the fact that he calls himself a feminist now is laughable. The fact that he ever called himself feminist is laughable. Be a guy. You're not a feminist. Okay. It just, again, here's some more text. It's just constant and don't reflect where we're at or where you say you want to be. I respect your skill in your surfing. I respect how you want to present yourself. I respect that you're hot and beautiful. I respect however you want to live your life. But I also respect myself and what I'm interested in my own life and what I let into my heart and inner circle. So celebrate yourself and your life however you please and shine bright. But I don't want to have to deal with it. Now, since Jonah and Sarah parted ways, he has moved on with a woman named Olivia Miller, whom he now shares a child. The couple welcomed a baby this past May. Although the sex and the name have yet to be revealed. Well, Sarah's got thoughts on that too. She said she hopes, whatever. One last dig she takes at Jonah stands in a photo she posted in her main timeline. It's black and white shot of her and one she claims Jonah was not comfortable with. Sarah says, reviving a picture I took down by the request of a misogynistic narcissist. In other words, she alleged he actually asked her to take it down and leave it down, and that she did. Jonah doesn't actively use social media and does not appear to have responded to everything Sarah claims about her. Fair amount, no doubt. We tried reaching out to his camp a couple different times, but so far haven't heard anything back. All right, so that's the end of that crap. That's the end of it. I think I've really like hashed out what I think about this. Now to be fair, now I don't think this happens, but to be fair, for all we know, she took those texts, deleted her responses, and then screenshot it to make it look like he's a raving lunatic or some shit like that. I mean, probably not, but that's a possibility too. But again, here's the thing. None of that, what he said was bad. Like the whole like super long string text messages, that was just dumb. Like, dude, get your point. I really hate it when people like talk to like when you're texting. So my wife does this sometimes. I fucking hate it. But they'll text you and then they'll hit send and then they add on to it and hit send and then add on to it and then hit send. So you get like 5, messages plus on one thing, one like topic. And it's like you could have just left this in a giant text. Like that would have been a lot better. Because now my phone's going off 100 fucking times. And what he did was what that was bad was just to, really just nag her about it. That's what it seemed to me was just nagging. It could have been like his first set of texts, like these are my boundaries. This is what I don't like. Sent that. Perfect. She keeps on doing fine. Good. Deuces. That's what he could have done. That would have been a lot better instead of like going on that whole ranting and raving crap. It's never a good idea to rant and rave with chicks. But yeah, that's really it's really it. I mean, look, setting boundaries is not bad. And there's nothing wrong with setting a boundary as a man, same boundary, and then there's nothing bad about like what he was texting, like really. He said, these are my boundaries. Basically, what he said was, these are the things I don't like. These are my boundaries. If you're not okay with that, cool. We'll just go our separate ways. That's what he basically said. And now apparently he's a narcissist and a misogynist. Whenever you put boundaries on women, you are a misogynist, you're narcissistic, you're insecure, you're small dick energy every single time. All right. Done with that. Let's watch this thing. So apparently, this is Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, and she embarrasses the United States several times because she goes, oh my fucking God. She bows multiple times to the Chinese economy czar and called him by his wrong name. That's dumb. During her meeting to heal relations with China, Yellen bowed multiple times as Vice President Premier awkwardly backed away to give her space. She then called for China to join in the fight in climate change. All right, let's watch this. Like, look at her. All right, so we watched a couple. But look at her. She just immediately just bows like 30 fucking times to this dude. And it's embarrassing. Now, look, I understand in Asian culture, bowing is a sign of respect, blah, 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 etc., etc. It's a cultural thing, etc., etc., blah, blah, fucking blah. Here's the thing. I don't know anyone that bows 3 times in a row in such quick succession. I don't know of any, Asian norms that require that is respectful. They're essentially, because when you bow so many times, what it looks like to me, and I think to a lot of people, is you're acting in a subservient manner. Like, this person I am bowing to several times is better than I am. And essentially, it sounds to me they're the same, like the same level in government wise. She's the Treasury Secretary, he's the Chinese economy czar. So essentially, and I think, I don't know the ins and out about the Chinese, government or whatever. But essentially to me, they seem to be at the same level. So like a mutual bowing, all right, cool. But like she's like bowing like several times to him. And he's like stepping back, like, what the fuck is this chick doing? And then you see another person, like probably a handler or something, like go up to start running up to her and try to like stop her from acting fucking crazy. Like, why are you bowing that many times? Like a simple bow, is a sign of respect. All right, cool, I could get that. But she's going like he's like, she's like, some sort of like peasant and he's like the emperor. So I don't get it. It really seems to me that Biden's whole administration is just garbage. That's what it seems to me. I saw that, and it was just embarrassing to watch as an American. All right. Let's go. Oh, whoops. There we go. My bad. All right. So that's that one. But okay, again, like, why? Why are you doing this? Fucking stupid. Hold on. Okay. We'll go with this one just because it pops up first. So this here is a male model woman's swimwear on the runway of Miami Swim Week. All right. Okay, first off, look at this dude. This is an ugly fucking dude. And let's say you want to go, oh no, he's a woman now. He is a she. That's an ugly ass chick. All right. Like, the closer you get, that's an ugly ass chick. And I thought models are supposed to be attractive. There's nothing attractive about this dude. He is fucking ugly as fuck. And look, while he's walking, you can clearly see the outline of his dick. Anyways, so sorry. Let's watch this and comment. His balls, and then no tits. Okay, so I think this is a male model. I don't think this is a dude saying he's a woman or anything. So this is a male model at a woman's swimsuit where, first off, all right, so we're going with he's a male model. What the fuck is going on with his lips? Like, what the hell is this shit? It looks like he got a bad lip injection and they just gave him like a shit ton. Like, it is a bad injection. It looks terrible. And then look, this swimsuit, you can clearly see the outline of his cock. Like, seriously, what the fuck is this shit? Shawty came from Mexico, she know she got the sweet stuff. Shawty came from Mexico, the fuck she know she got the sweet stuff. Shawty came from Mexico, she know she got the sweet stuff. Shawty came from Mexico, she know she got the sweet stuff. How the audience didn't just throw up? Okay. All right, it looks like this is the male one, the male modeling one. That's what it looks like because there's a dude right there. So it's not a female one. But this is clearly a woman's swimwear. That's regular. I don't know. This is an ugly ass dude. All right, this is an ugly ass fucking dude. This dude like got hit with like 1,000 ugly sticks. Like his lips are fucking huge. Like what is this? What are we doing? And second off, if this is a male one, as it looked like it was, why isn't the dude modeling women's swimwear? Why isn't there a woman modeling women's swimwear? Like what the fuck is this shit? All right, that is ridiculous. Now we'll go into this. This is an interesting video. All right, so here we go. I'll watch this. This is a father. He took his wife took his kids to what's it called, to the doctor. I'll let him say. Right.
I'm literally on fire right now. I just got off the phone with my wife, who took my 9 and 7-year-old boys to the doctor today to get physicals for tackle football and school next year and all that other shit. My 9-year-old son went in first, and the first thing this woman asks him is if he identifies as a boy, a girl, gender fluid, or non-binary. My son, he's never heard of any of that shit before. You've been dealing with him your whole life. He is clearly a boy's boy. So what are you, trying to plant a fucking seed in his head? The only thing I could be thankful for is that my wife took them instead of me. And props to my wife because she said something. And if she didn't, they would have asked my 7-year-old son the same damn question. This shit is ridiculous. And to the people out there who think that there's nothing wrong with that and I'm just a transphobe or all that shit, you're fucked up. This is bullshit. And there's something wrong with you. I'm literally...
All right, so there's that. So, it appears that this doctor is someone that's been in the boy's life for a while. I mean, it's probably their regular doctor or whatever. They go in to do a physical. If you don't remember, in school you got to get a physical done before you can participate in any school sports. And what happened is this doctor they've been seeing goes and it's a 9-year-old. Their fucking gender, like, are you a boy, a girl, fluid, whatever. I would be extremely pissed off too. First off, why? Okay, why? First off, if they don't say anything like, oh, I'm a girl now or I'm gender fluid, we'll get into a can of worms on that first. But if they don't say anything, why the fuck are you asking? These are boys. It sounds like to me from the video, they've been going to this same doctor for a while now, so they know, or she knows, or her nurse. That's what it probably was. Actually, probably wasn't the doctor. It was her that nurse practitioner or the nurse that he goes in and does the whole checking and shit. That's probably what it was. All right, so it's not the doctor. So maybe as a mea culpa, it was like a new nurse, whatever. Maybe doesn't know the kids that well. But still, it doesn't fucking matter. These are boys. This shit is ridiculous. Why the fuck are we asking little kids their gender? Little kids generally don't even know what's right and wrong sometimes. They're fucking idiots. Kids are idiots, all right? Let's be honest. Like, when I was a kid, I was an idiot. When you were a kid, you were an idiot. So why are we talking to kids about their fucking gender? Like, I don't understand any of it. Why are you talking to a kid about their gender? And all that gender crap is just dumb. It's really dumb. If you're an adult and you want to do all this stuff, you want, your gender, you want to have, be a woman, you want to be fluid, whatever fucking shit is. Do you, boo? Do you, boo? Okay? Do whatever you want. You're a legal adult. You get to live your life just like me. What you don't get to do is try and come and fucking poison our kids' minds with this bullshit. And that's what it is, the poisoning of the kids' mind. They're kids, especially 9 and 10, 11, 12, prepubescent. Yes, I understand 9 is a pre-puberty, whatever. Generally, you'll think of that like 9, 10, 11, 12, or 10, 11, 12-ish, preteens or some shit like that. I guess technically it's prepubescent too, as an puberty. But anyways, a lot of kids around this age don't know, don't understand what their place is in the world. They're very confused. They, don't really know any better. They're trying to find themselves because they're a kid. It's what they do. So to confuse them with a bunch of this, non-binary, gender fluid, you can be a female if you're a male. Shit, it just confused the shit out of them. And also, here's another thing: we don't allow kids to consent to having sexual relationships at that age. Good, which is good, absolutely fucking good, wonderful. Shouldn't. I don't understand what that is. But we don't allow kids to consent to sexual stuff. Why the fuck are we allowing them to decide their whole gender crap when they can't even consent to sex? I don't understand it at all. Why are we allowing quote unquote kids to decide their gender when they don't even know, when they can't even consent to having, a sexual relationship? Like, none of this makes any sense to me, and it never has. And I'll be honest, I was this father, and our doctor asked my daughter, "Oh, are you, gender fluid, non-binary? Are you a guy? Are you a woman?" I'd be like, "All right, we're leaving here." Like if I was there, I'd be like, "All right, stop. We're not doing this anymore. Okay, we're gone. We're no longer seeing you." I do that in an instant. I don't give a shit. I wouldn't care like if we were there for emergency or anything like that. Okay, never mind. If it was an emergency, I would tolerate it because obviously this is fucking important, whatever shit. But then I'd never go back there again. You don't get to look. You're the doctor. You're there to find out what's wrong with them medically or whatever. Your focus is entirely on the biology. Biology does not change ever. Gender doesn't change at all. But we'll just make it simple for the fucking idiots out there. Biology doesn't change. When you go to a doctor, even if you're saying that you're a chick or non-binary or gender fluid, it doesn't fucking change. You're a fucking guy. All right. Your biology, every cell on you is a dude. Now, are those individuals that are intersex that have male, female, blah, 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 chromosome, blah, blah? Yes, but they're like 1%, rare exception. The exception doesn't make the fucking rule. But so when you go to a doctor's, what you say you think you are doesn't matter. If you piss on a pregnancy stick and it turns positive, guess what? Doesn't mean you're pregnant. It means you got probably test cancer or testicular cancer or some sort of cancer. So, this crap is just stupid. Like, I will parent my kid how I want to parent them, and I don't need your bullshit to try your bullshit. You coming in here with your bullshit to try and affect them. Just leave kids alone. It's very, very fucking simple. Just leave kids alone. All right? That's all you need to do is just leave the kids alone. If you leave the kids alone, we're fine. Because I guarantee, take out the religious people and all that shit, but I guarantee a majority of people that have an issue with this trans shit, a majority of them would probably be, would be less bothered by the trans community if they left their kids alone. If they didn't try to do drag queen story hour, or they didn't try to put gender studies or some crap in school or any of that crap. If they didn't do any of this crap with the kids, I would guarantee a majority of people that have problems with the trans, issues or whatever would disappear overnight. Would be all right, cool. You just want to live your life, cool, no problem, peace. Okay, I would guarantee that. Now, I mean, there's probably be a few more, with the bathrooms and shit like that. But if the this whole shit would just leave kids alone, a lot of people wouldn't care as much. I guarantee it. Because we don't want our kids dealing with this stuff. They're kids. When they're 18, they want to decide on this stuff. That's a whole different can of worms. But at least at that point, they're a legal adult. Kids are not. Can't. You can't. They can't consent to sex. They can't sign a contract. They can't. They can't do anything. Kids have no rights. They have no rights. All right. Yeah, I got another video. I got a little bit of time, so it's all the big stuff I wanted to share. So I got one more video, and I may laugh at it, may not, probably. So this video is two female cops from the New York Police Department 6 precinct, Officer Gomez and Officer Grulion. It's weird how he capitalizes one, not the other. Both members of the LGBTQ made an arrest after a man started throwing garbage cans around. The officers were assaulted during the takedown. A security guard from nearby club assisted in the takedown. All right. Let's watch. Can't watch it without my headphones.
No. For what? What are you arresting me for? No, I'm not bothering nobody. Stop. No, why are you arresting me, bro? Get off me, man. Get off of me. I didn't do nothing. Get off of me.
The fuck? Is that pink? Are those handcuffs pink? Are those handcuffs right here? Are those pink or is it just the lighting? Are those fucking pink?
No. Stop.
Chicks are struggling so hard.
No. I'm not going. No.
Those are fucking pink. Those are pink fucking handcuffs. Okay, first off, why the fuck are there pink handcuffs? What is this bullshit?
Relax. This is what happens. Don't take it back. Relax yourself. Sit on your butt. Sit on your butt. Sit on your butt.
This guy's got some training.
Sit on your butt. Cut it out. You know you're up. Sit on your butt.
Sit on your butt.
Just leave him laying there. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Don't you want to side? You want to side? Relax, y'all. Relax, man. You know what this is. Relax, all right? Relax.
How fucking embarrassing is this shit? All right, this is so embarrassing. Now, why is this embarrassing? You're asking, I'm sure. Why do I think this is embarrassing? These are two police officers. They are supposedly highly trained individuals that, should be able to handle an uncooperative subject. And they couldn't do shit. This dude could have easily gotten away. This dude was like, fuck you, and could have. This was hilarious. Here's my misogyny coming out. These chicks couldn't do fuck all to this guy. They couldn't do anything at all. It couldn't put cuffs on him, couldn't take him to the ground. This guy was dragging them everywhere. They had to have a guy. He was not even a cop. He was a security officer. Now, he very well might be a former cop. It looks like he has some training. Well, they had to have a guy come in and help them effectively make their arrest because they couldn't do fuck all. Like, this guy could have probably beaten the ever living shit out of them. They couldn't do anything except go to their tool belt, of course. But that was fucking hilarious. And why does she have pink handcuffs? Well, this is why a lot of people have issues, like, with, the equal, the affirmative action, equal opportunity bullshit like that. Because there's two different standards when it comes to like police and women and police with males and females and all that stuff. And this is why that, a lot, people are, a lot of guys, they have problems with, women in police force and all that stuff. I have no issues with women in the police force. I just think there should just be one standard. Same with the military. There's one standard, the male standard. If you can compete in the male standard, then guess what? You should be able to get the job. If you can pass the physical fitness and male standard, you should be able to, become a police officer, join the military, etc., etc. But there isn't. We lower the standards so women can get in because generally women are physically inferior to men. It is what it is. It's what happens. We got more bone density, muscle mass, etc., testosterone, all that stuff. This is a prime example why there should only be one standard. They couldn't do shit. They were fucked. Like, this dude probably could have fucked him up. They would have had to go to their tool belt a lot quicker than two male officers. There's two male officers. A good chance this guy would have been taken to the ground instantly. But no, they just dragged him. No. It's fucking hilarious. All right, everyone. That is the end of the show. I hope you enjoyed it as I have, because I enjoy listening to myself talk. We had some good topics today. It was really fucking funny, honestly. We learned that Jonah Hill is extremely toxic. He's a very toxic individual, apparently. Allegedly, he's a very toxic person. For just setting boundaries. We watched Cover and Official embarrass themselves on live TV. That was really nice. It's a prime example why the Biden administration is shit. What else? And then we watched some stuff on the trans, a male modeling women's swimwear where you could clearly see the dick. And we experienced some of my misogyny and laughing at two women cops who couldn't take down the subject. It was fucking hilarious. Dear Lord, that was beautiful. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I surely enjoyed watching this with you and laughing at people because that was hilarious as hell. So I hope you did as well. Make sure you catch me tomorrow, same time, same place. Make sure to follow me on Rumble and YouTube with Ghost, Gaming with Ghost on Rumble and Kick, and then Official Gaming with Ghost on Twitch. And follow me, like it says, on Twitter at OfficialWGhost. That will, I always set my links whenever I do live or post a video. So check me out on that. I hope you all have a good day. And